the name of the meanest woman at the lamp hole?
Danette.
We're on Planet Danette today. Planet Danette is a arid place with very lively foliage. The Imperium had a base.
It's noted for the stupidity and stubbornness of its indigenous population who have resisted all attempts to be brought forward in society and culture.
Well, the indigenous population has left this place because somebody is overrunning it. Is it Nurgle or is it Orks? I don't know, but it is Open War Day. We're going to play some Open War with 11 or 1050 of Orks versus 1050 of Nurgle. Mutoid vermin. Gellerpox infected. Are they 2 units of 10 or 1 unit of 20, the Poxwalkers?
2 units.
2 units of 10. We have the Plague Surgeon, Dr. Basil Clive Organmeat. We have Lord Argent, who will be using Typhus's rules, joining...
He did his internship at a mortuary.
Argent will be using Typhus's rules to join some Poxwalkers. We have 8 Plague Marines, Fetid Bloat Drone, Beast of Nurgle, and on top of the whole big cake, Chet, the Great Unclean One. They face the Orks with a battle wagon with 4 big shooters and a wrecking ball. 2 trucks, 3 Daft Copters, Commandos, Grots, Shooter Boys, Chopper Boys, Nobles, Rumble with the super cyborg body, the Weird Boy, and the Wabana. Now, let's get into the Open War deck.
Are all of the Orks also victims of a speech impediment?
Orks ain't victims of anything. Orks is perfect. They is the perfect race. Everything they do is perfect. Orks is never wrong. Wow.
They think it don't be like it is, but it do.
But it do. Before we get into the Open War deck, I have a question for you. Did you bring your Death Guard cards?
Yes.
You have them? You're already winning the game.
Actually, I already had a conversation with you in my head about it, and it sounded like this. Did you bring your Death Guard cards? And I said, yeah!
Well, you are a winner. Here we are with the Open War deck. And here is our game. We will deploy in the corners. Supply cache. We're going to put 6 objectives down. And in the beginning of your turn, you roll a dice for each marker you control in any order you wish. If you roll a 6, we found the supply cache and we remove the other objective markers. The player that controls the supply cache at the end of the 5th battle round wins the battle. There are 6 points of interest on the field, but one of them is the good one, and we have to find it. We played a very similar game last week. And then the twist is the meeting battle. We're not playing that one. That one sucks. Acid Rain.
Rain of ass.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what?
Well, I should have kept the other one because now I'm going to be on 6s to shoot until we roll a 4. There's rain falling from the sky, and everybody's -1 from all their hit rolls for shooting attacks, and -1 for advance and charge. That's terrible for the Orks. But at the start of each battle round, after the first, on a 4-up, the rain stops. If it was raining less, or it starts again if it was not. Oh, no. Yeah, I haven't played that one before. That's really bad for the Orks. So we're going to roll attacker and defender. We're going to deploy, and then I'll turn the phone on again for the roll for first turn. Objectives have gone down. We have 1 here in the backfield. We have 1 at the gate by the happy-faced computer terminal. The statue is important. We have 1 here that I almost walked right past. These pipes are important, and then behind this foliage, there's another one. One of these is the important objective. The other one is the unimportant objectives, or the other ones we'll just remove. One is important. The rest will be removed. Are you ready to find out who the attacker and the defender are?
Yes! 1 second.
We have deployed. The objective in the middle and the objective outside the gate remain uncontrolled. The Nurgle deployment zone is thick. Is your entire army on the board? It is. We have the Beast of Nurgle, Poxwalkers with Lord Argent, Mutoid Vermin, Poxwalkers up on the line, Fetid Bloat Drone, Great Unclean One, Plague Marines. Come on. What is with that blocker hurt right there? That's ridiculous.
That's for you.
We have the Gellerpox holding this objective. Nurgle has 2 objectives. Slugga Choppa boys, Shooter boys, on the line, ready to go. Battle Wagon holding this objective. Commandos deployed outside of their deployment zone, holding that objective. This is the point where we roll to see who goes first, and then find out if somebody has the proper objective. All right, who has the first turn?
Okay.
The Death Guard roll a 1 on a very pretty dice. But the Orcs roll a 6.
Fuck you.
The Orcs will take the first turn now.
By that I mean, fork you.
We played a game very similar to this last week, and on turn 1, you found the proper objective. Let's find out if the Orcs can. We're going to do this on turn
It's
1.
gonna happen again.
We're going to start on the pipes that the Battle Wagon is holding. Do I get a 6? I do not. I get a 5. Hey!
Hang on.
The last time I was talking to my camera, though, I rolled a 5 on this objective, and it's not the 1, but I have one more objective over there.
Well,
Is this turn 1?
get to
This
it because
is.
I want to win as soon as possible.
It is not the objective. Orc movement phase. It's my whole move, but I got to bring it back around. Do you know that Eddie Vedder and Kip Winger are the same person? That everybody thought Kip Winger was so lame that he went and got himself made over and came back to the world as Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder, Kip Winger, same dude. So my move has happened. The commando has stayed.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
These 2 trucks made an advanced move forward because the acid rain is falling. I'm going to hit on 6s anyway, so I didn't even bother. Didn't even bother. Made advance. They stayed. Everybody stayed in the vehicle. The only shooting is going to be the Battle Wagon into those Poxwalkers. And here is some shooting. I rolled a 6 for the cannon going into the Poxwalkers. However, to hit them, I got to roll 6s. Acid rain. What do you mean I can't hit things in the acid rain? I'm an orc. 1 hit. I've put just 1 wound here, and you need your 5 up, feel no pain on your Poxwalker.
Well, that won't be
or
a
he's
problem.
gonna die.
That won't be a problem.
And then your pretty model
Butt
has to
face.
leave the table.
That won't be a problem, face of butt.
Oh, the Poxwalker lives on the very fancy dice again. That's Orc turn 1. That's the end. I've advanced. I've grabbed some objectives. And now going into Nurgle turn 1, you have 2 objectives. I want to know if this objective or that objective are the objective we are seeking. Well, you can pick which one you want to go first.
That one by the bugs.
By the bugs is not the objective.
Fuck.
What about the one behind the rock? Is not the objective. Now we go
Dang, do
into...
we just pull these?
No. You got to wait till we find the right one.
Okay.
So now we go into Nurgle movement phase in turn 1. But first, let's talk about the movement phase. Tell me all who advanced. These units have advanced.
They did?
The bugs did not.
These guys did. Chet did. It's pitiful, but he did. These guys did not.
Okay. And tell me about shooting. He's too far away to shoot. So Lord Argent is of course using...
Actually, Chet is just in range of you with his barfy pukiness.
Well, hit me with Chet's barfy pukiness. It looks like Chet can shoot. It looks like the bloater girl can shoot.
Yeah.
And it looks like Argent can shoot. And then the bugs and the Poxwalkers are eligible to charge.
At the end of my movement phase, I can select one enemy unit within 12 inches of this model until the start of my next movement phase. Subtract 1 from the toughness characteristic of models in that unit.
Boom.
Making this truck toughness 8, I believe. 7. Truck goes down to toughness 7.
Woo! That's amazing. That's
No.
amazing, Chet.
Chet has a ranged attack.
And he's going to hurl his putrid vomit at you, and it's D6 plus 3.
Give me that
It
D-
ignores cover and torrent.
So that's going to be 8 hits from the putrid vomit. Chet boils up 8 vomit hits into the now toughness 7 truck.
Wah, wah.
What is the strength of putrid vomit?
It's gross.
Chet's putrid vomit, strength 5, wounding on 5s. Four wounds on the truck. Is there an AP on that weapon?
-2.
-2? Egad, you got to save on 6's truck.
Oh.
The truck takes 4 wounds. How much damage is putrid vomit?
One.
1. 4 wounds on the truck. Taking the truck down to 6 wounds. Now, the fetid bloat drone has shots. Is the bloat drone also going to shoot at the
Of
truck?
course he is.
Is this torrent 2?
Yes, and there's 6 hits. What's the strength of that? Strength 6 versus toughness 7. You want 5s to wound. Looking for 5s. Takes 2 more wounds at -1. Truck, the truck in range. Yes. 5s. Takes 1 more wound, down to 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
The only other shooting on the field is Lord Argent, who is using Typhus's rules. Though this is Typhus into the redder truck.
2.
It's a 2 for D6 mortal wounds.
D3.
No, this is D6. And if she gets a 6, it's D3 plus 3.
Yep, so what you're getting with this is D3 mortal wounds. So
Oh,
everyone
sorry, you're
is-
right. But just 1. 1 mortal wound on the truck.
Just one. I'll take it easy on you.
I got nothing on the. I got nothing to save that with.
Is it time to charge?
Yep,
Who would like to charge first?
these guys are charging.
All right. The Poxwalker's over the wall. Oh, that's a long charge. She needs some...
Shut your skeptical pie hole.
Sorry for the skepticism. Here come the
God, you're
Poxwalkers.
cursing my dice. 6s. Boxcars for Nurgle. Not so good.
No, that's not going to do it.
Dude.
All right. Spending a command point in hope of boxcars. There you go.
Ugh.
But the 5 doesn't do it. Are
Gross.
these vermin going to charge?
Someone peed on my dice. Yes.
Vermin into a truck.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck.
Is Shooter Boys in there or the?
The Shooter Boys are in the dark red truck. The Chopper Boys are in the bright red truck.
I got a 10.
It looks like the vermin are getting in. You can, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, the
Yeah, you wish.
Shooter Boys in the truck, in the dark red truck, are overwatching the vermin. And there are 9 shooters and a big shooter in that truck.
Here's the big shooter shot.
There goes the big shooter. Hits once. Wounds, strength 5, toughness 2. All right, we'll look over 6s here.
I can fit all these dice.
Oh, that's our dice box, dude.
Oh, yeah, we have a dice box here.
There we go. Ooh,
1,
rawr.
2, 3 6s.
What a terrible roll.
Wounding-
Sorry.
2 more wounds. I need 3 6-up feel no pains on those bugs. Makes 1, 2 mutoid vermin die.
Big deal. They're going to be right freaking back.
Now, what's going to
deal.
mess you up is... So, because they're there, you're now toughness 7.
Yep.
And that's not going to affect it. But they're about to throw 2 dice per base, so that's going to be 28 dice are getting thrown. And because there's 14 of them. And they're going to have lethal hits.
What I get.
Bugs have made it in, and 1, 2, 3, 4 don't get to fight.
Okay, so
So
10.
it's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 10 of them.
I'll take 20 attacks.
20 attacks.
20 attacks is better than 30 attacks.
Hitting on 4s, wounded on 6s, but 6s are lethal hits. At the end of a lot of dice rolling, there are 7 wounds on the Orc truck. It is -1 to its save, because of spread the sickness.
Like from what?
The bugs have made you ill. So you've taken 1, 2, 5 wounds on this orc truck, taking it down to just 3 to go.
That was excessive. Spinning wheels. Get 3 attacks. They hit on 5s and are strike 6, so when you I hit you 1 time. And I don't wound you.
All right. But that is the end of Nurgle turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go into Orc turn 2.
Yes.
Where the Death Copters will be coming in perhaps. But also, Orcs have 1, 2, 3 objectives. All right, the Battle Wagon. Does it get a 6? No.
This one.
The one inside the bunker gets a 4. How about the one the commandos are holding? That is also a 4. We still don't know what the objective is, but now we go into Orc turn 2 movement phase, where one truck is stuck in. There's a great unclean one here at the door, and the Death Copters have the right to join the fight. Somebody said "wah," and I didn't have the phone on. Wah! I had almost forgotten we have to roll for Acid Rain at the top of the battle round, which is now. On a 4-up, the rain stops, although it might start again later. Does anybody want to roll that dice?
Me.
All right, roll. You want it to be under a 4 because you want the rain to continue.
I need it to continue.
But the rain stops on a 4-up.
Right now, I have to put some crystals in my bag here.
However, at the beginning of turn 3, it may start again, but the Orcs will not be -1 to their shooting. Because the Grots have gotten out of the wagon. The wagon has closed the door, but can't make it through with its bulky body. But the nobles got out and they advanced. Did the commandos advance?
The commandos advanced.
Commandos advanced. The Doctopters have dropped in from space. The Shooter Boys have gotten out of the truck. The Chopper Boys got out of the truck. They advanced. And it's on. It's all happening now. The WA has been called. We go into the shooting phase.
We're going to start with the battle wagon.
The battle wagon is going to shoot whom?
It's going to shoot at, they don't think box walkers down here.
So you're going to put the frag in there plus the big shooters?
Yeah.
All right, so roll a dice for the frag. 5 shots with the frag plus 20 from the big shooters. 25 shots from the battle wagon into the poxwalkers, hitting on 5s, wounding on 3s.
Your plan's never gonna work.
Oh, my tiny girl hands.
Right, here we go, 5s.
Some. Not none. 3.
Tons of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The poxwalkers, by the Great Unclean One, need to make 6 5-up feel no pains. I'm not going to say anything about sad dice. I know what it feels like when your dice are sad. How'd you do?
Well, I can't remember what I'm supposed to get.
5s.
I got 3 6s, and then everything else was done. So 3.
So
6s.
you've lost 3 poxwalkers by the Great Unclean One.
This truck is going to shoot into his combat here.
Of course.
Yeah. He's got a big shooter, right?
Yes.
5 shots on that?
Yep.
And
Sixes.
-1 to hit because I'm in combat.
Yes.
He hit you 1 time.
Oh, you're going to wound on a 2.
I'm going to wound on a 2. That's a 3.
All right. I need a 6-up feel no pain on a bug. On a mutoid vermin.
5.
Nope. We've lost a mutoid vermin.
This truck up at the blow drum.
All right. Hits 3 times.
Strike 5.
Toughness 9, I think.
2 wounds.
2 wounds on your blow drone. But the blow drone is really tough. Uh-oh.
No, it's not.
2 wounds on the
I
blow
thought I
drone.
could use this one down here. It was a 5.
The
one
fetid
bug
blow
and 2
drone
wounds on the blow drone.
goes down to 8 wounds.
Yep. And now the shooter boys. Here's the big shooter in that squad.
Where is it going?
I'm sorry, everything at the blow drone.
Everything. Wow.
That blow drone's got to go.
Big shooter.
Hits you 2 times.
Big shooter's going to wound on 5s.
Come on, show me some more magic. There's another 5.
All right, one more save on the blow drone. Did you get a 3? Got a 3. The blow drone saves. But now all the boys get to shoot. And that's going to be 27 dice that are going to hit on 5s and wound on 6s. All right, here comes the shooter boys into the bloat drone.
Here's one.
5s and 6s. Good work, man.
Yeah, not bad at all. 6s.
3.
3. Can I get 3 more saves on your bloat drone?
5, 5, 6.
Oh, the bloat drone saves just fine.
The Ed Banger.
Ed Banger from the Weird Boy.
Hits.
And this is on the Poxwalkers?
Yeah.
No, this is on the bloat drone. This is everybody.
The blow drone, yeah, sorry. Strength 6. Still a 5?
5s, yes. No wound.
Womp womp. I've had better constructed planes.
That's all right. That's all the shooting, though, isn't it? Oh, the Death Captors haven't shot.
The Death Captors are going to shoot, I think, at the blow drone?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots.
5s and 6s. 1.
I don't know what the strength is anymore. It used to be 8, but it might be 9 now.
Copter rockets are strength 9.
4s.
There's a wound at -2 for straight 3 damage.
All right. Can you get a 5? She makes it. She makes the save.
Man, that would have been good.
So we're in the charge phase now.
Correct.
Now
Where
who's wearing a diaper?
would you like to charge?
The Shooter Boys are going to charge
The Poxwalkers.
the Poxwalkers
All right, shooter boys.
on a 3.
They clearly make it.
So let's go.
So after the charge in the pile, and that looks like that. Who else is charging?
Next up, we got the Woolboss and the Knobs are going to charge the Great Unclean One and the Poxwalkers.
This is a very important one. A 5.
5.
Uh-oh.
I don't know about a 5.
You make it. It's not great. Oh, do you make it to the Poxwalkers, though?
Oh, yeah.
You got plenty of room. You get a 3-inch pile, and it's fine.
So we put him here. And then we put Rumble.
Yes.
Are going to charge the Great Unclean One.
Of course they are.
Of course they are.
On an 8, they clearly get in.
They clearly get in.
And the Death Captors is madness, but here we go.
To get
11
maybe
inches.
one of them in there. They don't know.
No.
Worth it, though.
Yes.
Good
How
shot.
about the Slugga Boys?
Slugga Chopper Boys, they have the toughest job of all.
Yeah, they do.
They have to get through Typhus and his unit. So here we go.
Boxcars. The Slugga Boys heard us talking. They're like, what do you mean we got the toughest job? We got this. So after the charge phase, the Orks have managed to engage everywhere. We have the Slugga Boys in on the Poxwalkers in Lord Argent. We have the Shooter Boys in on the Poxwalkers. The Command Squad Nobles and Rumble. This is what we came to see. Look at that. Look at that. And it's all happening right now. The Refuser has no command points. So, War Boss.
Yes, so what?
Farsi or War Boss? War Boss Farsi, or where would you like to start?
Ready to rumble. Okay, what do we got?
What do you want to start with?
Okay. I want to play Unbridled Carnage for
Yes.
1 command point. Where's my command points?
Those are your command points.
On this unit here.
You're kidding me. All right, yeah, that's...
Scary.
I understand.
Scary.
I totally understand.
Not very killy.
I
Terrifying.
totally understand. That's 1 noble, 10 boys, and the noble with the Wa banner. I'm going to turn my phone off and let you count dice. Slugga Boys.
All the black dice. Let's not forget about our Unbridled Carnage.
5s and 6s explode.
This is silly. Wow.
That looks great. 3s hit, 5s and 6s explode. I'm going to get more dice for you. You're about to run out. So how many hits was that all day?
It was 40 plus 11 more.
51 hits on 40 dice.
On 40 dice.
So a Poxwalker is toughness 4. You are on the wall. You are strength 5. You're going to wound on 3s.
That's going to drive me crazy as Typhus is still there. Ready?
Wow. And there it is.
39 wounds.
That's insane
At -1.
and disgusting. So, because Typhus will have a different save
Because it's shot,
Then your
right?
Poxwalkers. I'd like you to roll these 10 at a time until you're out of Poxwalkers. And it's 39 saves. We'll start with your 5 up, feel no pain.
39.
I'm not doing it.
We're doing 10 at a time. We'll start with a 5 up, feel no pain.
I see something.
So 7 have died. We have 3 Poxwalkers left. We roll and 39 to go.
Or, well, 29.
29 to go. Roll 3 dice. We have 1 Poxwalker left with 26 to go. Roll 1 dice. Poxwalkers are dead. With,
All of them?
yes, with
Okay,
25. This will go by Typhus. And then Typhus has to make his saves.
Okay. All right, so we just took care of all these dudes.
Yes. So what's left over is there's still 25 wounds. This is still just the boys. And they're going on Typhus at -1. He needs to make 25 3-up saves. And it's a pretty tall ask.
It's fine.
He is dead.
Oh, come on, dude. You seriously killed Typhus?
Yes.
What a jerk.
Well, that's as well as we've seen anybody do against Typhus.
Typhus had to go.
And these boys are 100% exposed and not going to live through their next turn. But they did manage to kill Typhus, and that was impressive.
So let's talk about that. Right?
Yes.
We'll lose some guys, but like I like that play better than this is more orky too. What are we gonna stand here and look at the big beastie of Nurgle? No, come here.
Blah.
Blah.
Shooter boys into Poxwalkers.
Here we go. We're the shooter boys. We're having a good time. I mean, shoot the bananas out off those
What's that? 6
orc
wounds?
boys.
7 wounds?
Because I'm
Threes,
straight
yes.
5. Yeah. 7 wounds.
I need 7 5 up, feel no pains on these Poxwalkers.
Damn it.
Ugh.
Oh no. She loses 7 Poxwalkers.
And then the knob has got
Power Claw.
power claw. Not like that.
Power Claw hits just once.
At strength 10.
Comes on a 2. That's for 2 damage though, right?
Yep.
Could I get 2 feel no pains on 1 Poxwalker? She makes them. Wow. The Power Claw cuts something off and he doesn't even notice.
He just kind of looks at
That was just my TV antenna.
Alright, weird boy.
Weird boy with his staff wants melee 3 but 4 attacks. Hits you. Oh wow, 2 explosions.
So he hits 5 times on 4 dice.
And then I want strength 8 but 9, so 2s. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At -1 for D3 each.
Alright, we've lost 7 here already.
Ugh.
So there's 5 more.
I really don't appreciate that.
D3 each.
Because this will represent feel no pains.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh no.
9.
Are you really down to just 1 left? That's crazy.
And
All
I
right.
do a 5 up field.
Yeah, well, you got 9 5 up feel no pains to make. So I don't think he's going to last.
You never know.
All right, here comes more good luck. From the Happy Rainbow Dice. It's a good roll, actually, but he dies. He dies.
I never lived.
I was never living. The joke's on you.
So next, is it the Commandos or is it the Nobles? For some reason, this Noble gets 1 more dice. He's like, I'm the better Noble.
Let's start with him too, because this just makes it easy, right?
Yes.
The Big Chop. He's got 4 attacks, but 5 because we're on the wall.
Commando Noble starting here.
Yeah, 5 attacks at 8 on 3s at strength 8.
Oh, not like that.
Just 1 or just 2 hits. Strength 8.
Toughness better than 8. 1
There's a
wound.
5. And -1 for 2 damage.
We have to look up the Great Unclean. 5 up save on this nerd. He saves it because he's a baller.
Alright, and then these are the close combat guys.
All right, here we go. Hitting on 3s. Look at the exploding 6s.
I want strength 5, toughness better
12. Toughness 12.
6s. 1 wound.
All right, but that Great Unclean one has a 4 up invulnerable save. Does not make. The Great Unclean One takes 1 wound, taking him down to 19.
And then the slug of Choppa boys that are in there.
Here we go. Slug of Choppa boys.
They want. Threes. Look at those 6s. And now I need 6s. Ooh, but we get 4 6s.
Can I get 4
at
more?
minus
4
1.
but,
Oh, you have a nimble. Sorry.
No armor.
I'm a demon. I'm a demon.
4s. She takes 3 more wounds, down to 16.
Yes.
16 wounds on Chet.
Yes.
But we still have the nobles in Rumble to swing. Here we go.
That's strength 8. I want to hit you on 2s. 6s
2s because there's a war boss in the unit. 6s explode.
So I got 3 explosions. 20 hits.
20 hits. Now, a big chop is strength 7. On the Y, he's strength 8. A Great Unclean One is toughness 12. 5s.
He's so tough. But not that tough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, I will have that stuff on your nose.
Minus
Not
1. Oh.
7 4 up invulnerable saves. She drops 4. And that's 8 wounds. She's got 8 to go. I won't touch your magic dice. Here comes 8 to go. And here comes the war boss himself.
Kill war boss.
Rumble and Gob on Chet, the Great Unclean One.
We want 2s.
No 6s?
Rumble hits every time, but no 6s.
Gob only hits once.
Gob only hits once.
Now Rumble's going to wound on 5s and Gob's going to wound on a 6.
Here we go. Right? Because, yeah, I'm not strength.
You're not strength 12.
Power Claw plus 1 for being on the WA is strength 11.
Not quite there.
I'm not quite strength 12.
5s and a 6.
Rumble
It's
does
2
Rumble
through.
does 2. Is that a command reroll?
You still won't kill him.
I still won't kill him.
Do you want to make... That was 3 when 2 wounds got through?
2 wounds got through.
2 4 up invulnerable saves. He takes 1 more. Chet is down to... Oh, I'm sorry. I did
No,
it.
you can.
I didn't mean to.
No, you can.
So all the orcs on the table have fought. No, wait, this truck still has to fight.
But they get to fight first.
10 Gribblies are in on that combat. That'll be 20 dice. And those 6s auto wound. So there's 3 wounds to start. And I'm going to do it again. There's another wound. That green dice there is a 4 too.
Oh,
6s. So there's 4 wounds all day. 4 wounds on the bright red truck. You could kill it if you fail every save.
What?
The Gribblies.
What?
The mutoid vermin.
yeah!
I make 2 saves.
The truck is down to 2 wounds. Oh yeah, the truck is to fight back.
The truck's gonna fight back. I'm on the Y. You get plus 1 attack.
Yawn.
It explodes too, so I hit you 3 times.
Okay.
Take 2 dead bugs.
No, it's 2 6 up feeling the pains.
I'm winning this fight.
Ooh.
You do in fact lose 2 bugs. But those bugs are in the back. They weren't fighting anyway. Now, Trog gets to fight. Chet gets to fight. And that is the end of Orc turn 2. Who's first?
Trog.
Trog, the beast of Nurgle, is going to fight you with putrid appendages. And he throws 6 dice that hit on 4s. And he has devastating wounds.
Well, it's his strength. I'm hard as nails.
He's hit just once.
Oh, man.
Come on, Trog.
And then, well, you pulled out a command point, so that's something. Your strength 6, you're going to wound on 3s, and 6s are devastating.
But 4s.
But 4s. There's a 5. That's a wound on a boy, and that is at AP 1, so it's going to be your 6 up. Invuln. So we've killed 1 boy with Trog. Chet, the Great Unclean One, starts ringing his ding, ding, ding bell. And he's going to swing it. You have a choice. You can swing
His
it.
bell says dong, dong, dong.
Are you swinging it at the commandos or the nobles?
The nobles, because fuck them.
Yeah. Oh, the 6s do something. Everything but the 1 hits. There's 2 6s. Those are lethal hits. So the 2 6s already wound.
-1 to wound because I'm being led by a war boss.
All right, strength 7, toughness 5 is going to be 3s, but it's 4s because they're -1 to wound. 2 more wounds. So that's 4 wounds on the nobles. And those are at AP 1 for 2 damage each. Each failed save kills a noble.
There's 4 dead nobles.
4 dead nobles. Chet swings back, kills 4 nobles, but that was a devastating turn of combat.
That was really harsh.
That was really lethal. That went on for a while. So to summarize, Grots and battle wagons are comfortable. Death Copters, comfortable. This is wild over here. Chet's down to 7 wounds. I didn't see that coming. But we're down to just 1 noble. But we got a unit of Plague Marines here who are absolutely lethal. We have the Gellerpox here. I think these boys are doomed. I think there are options for days. I don't think Nurgle, as bad as that was, all you really lost was Poxwalkers.
Who cares?
And so we will be going into Nurgle turn 3, where Nurgle gets to roll dice for the objectives Nurgle controls, and Nurgle controls 2 objectives. Get a 6. All right. And then the one that the mutoid vermin are on. Roll a dice and get a 6. No. We still don't know what the fancy objective is. So, something of note, because we walked away from the game yesterday. Now, this is not what I'm noting. We're just going to correct that the next time. We walked away from the game yesterday. I didn't do that. The Farseer did that. I was not planning on crashing into you in turn 2. I was playing the objectives.
Dude, he was totally your freaking subcontractor.
Well, he also really took me out of position, particularly because...
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
We walked away from the table yesterday after that big orc turn. So now we're at the bottom of turn 2, Nurgle turn 2. And I went back and I looked at the footage to make sure I didn't miss anything and knew where we were. And it was time for you to roll to see if you had the supply cache. And you rolled for this objective and you rolled for this objective. But since there's nobody on this objective, you didn't roll for it. But because of your spread the sickness, that is in fact your objective. And you get to roll a dice, and if you get a 6, that's
right, I get to roll
the good
dice.
one.
Let me go find them.
And off we go for the rainbow dice.
Wait, what's your name?
I don't have one. I'm just a voice. But if you...
To whom do I refer?
I
Starcrunch?
am Starcrunch.
Okay.
But I'm not actually. My Starcrunch is in a box in the closet.
I don't care what your little divisions are. Whatever gets you through the night, Starcrunch.
Oh, sweet.
No, let me do it again. It sucked. I was tired.
Because Nurgle has moved. Trog has stayed into combat. The Gellerpox have made a regular move. They're posturing. The Plague Marines came and hugged the wall, probably saving themselves for later turns. The Bloat Drone moved up to this platform. I believe he intends to spray the boys. Chet is stuck in. He can't go anywhere. And that is the forces of Nurgle. Now we go into the shooting phase. Plague Spitters. 2 Plague Spitters into the lead truck. 4, 7 hits.
There you go.
Does well. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 wounds. That's impressive. When I saw you targeting the truck, I was like, what? That's silly, but it's not silly. Am I in contagion range? Am I -1 to save? Return 2. The bugs keep me in contagion range, which makes my save, instead of a 4, it's 5 plague spitters are -1. That makes my save a 6. Taking this car down to its last wound. Here's the charge from the Plague Marines. And on a 7, they make it. They don't go far, though. The other pox want to charge.
Fuck yeah.
All right. They can't fail, but you can see how far you go.
Boxcars. Oh, well.
5 inches gets everybody in, I'm sure. The Gellerpox are charged here. And then, do you want this drone to charge?
He's going to charge these fuckheads.
All right, roll your charge. See what you get. That is a giant 8-inch move. The drone going into the commandos.
That's what it sounds like when it lands.
At this point, the entire Nurgle army is engaged. I have 1 command point, cannot interrupt. So your chargers all fight first, which means him, them, and them are going to fight before anybody else. So the drone into the commandos hits on 3s. Hits twice. The plague probe, I hate that. Wounds on 3s, there's 2 wounds. That is AP1. I'm on the Wah, but the sickness
No,
takes...
Wah's over. Oh, it goes through this turn. Gotcha.
The sickness takes my save down to 1, even though it's an invulnerable save. I can't believe that. So I need 6s. And I lose 2 commandos.
See you later, commandos. Easier for me to keep track.
We're doing 7 at a time?
Oh, you're the smarty pants, aren't you?
However you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way.
7 at a time?
7 at a time. So the first 7.
7.
We have 2 hits. No, we have 3 hits. And because I'm in your sickness, I'm toughness 4. So you'll wound on 4s. So there's 2 wounds to start on the Orks. 7 again. There we go. There's 2 lethal hits already wounded. So now we're up to 4 wounds on the Orks. And then the hits, wound on 4s. Nothing. 3rd batch of 7.
Somewhat erratic.
There's 2 more lethal hits.
And that's it.
And that's crazy sauce. But wait. Well, let's save these first, and then we'll get onto your heavy plague weapon. So Orks are still on the wall, but -1 for sickness, 6s. I saved 2, but there's 4 dead boys here. And then you have to swing with the heavy plague weapon on your sergeant, and he gets 3 dice. But he hits on 4s, but he's at strength 8. The heavy plague weapon's got 3 dice, it's going to hit on 4s. Hits once, but it's strength 8, and because of the sickness, I'm toughness 4, so now you wound on 2s. So there's the wound. I need to save it on a 6. I do not. There's the next dead boy.
Go ahead and take that noble.
No. But now, Dr. Basil Clive Organ Meat, who's leading this squad, gets to swing with his bale sword.
He's like a surgeon.
He's pretty dope. No,
How did I do that?
that 4 is going to wound on a 3. You know why? It's because we talked him up so much.
No, you know what, though? He drinks. I didn't want to say that, but he drinks. He may be hungover. He may be all, you know.
Well, now it is time for the Gellerpox to pile in. And I didn't leave them much room. Can your Gellerpox finish off 3 boys and 2 nobles? After a very clever pile-in move, 4 Hallbreakers and 1 of the fine young women get to fight in this combat. Do you want to do the girl first or the Hallbreakers?
The women.
Pardon me, you want to do the woman first or the Hallbreakers?
The woman.
The woman, the Gellerpox mutant, with hurdle weapons, throws 2 attacks at weapon skill 4 at strength 4. She's hit once. And she has managed to wound an orc boy who is -1 to his save because of the sickness, and he dies. Who did she hit? Let's kill him.
The noble.
No, she'll kill this guy because he was closest. So now all 4 Nightbeard Hawks get to fight. They get 4 attacks each. They'll throw 16 dice. Those dice will hit on 4s. Those dice will wound on 3s at AP1 for 2 damage each. This is gnarly.
8 at a time.
8 at a time. No, these are not lethal hits for some reason. I find that hard to believe. 4 is hit, not 3s. So we have 4 hits. You're going to wound on 3s. So there's 4 wounds to start. And then we're going to do it one more time.
Do you want me to reroll or
Reroll
keep
that.
that? Okay.
We don't have an official house policy on that. So you've hit another 5 times that are going to wound on 3s. So there's 3 more wounds. So what's terrible about this is they're also 2 damage each, which will kill nobles outright. And that was a save. But those 6 get through. 1, 2, 3, and he doesn't have more than 4 wounds. That's the squad. The Slugger Chopper boys have died.
Goodbye.
The bloat drone has fallen. So now it is time for the orcs to pick. I could pick the truck, the commandos, or Rumble. And I'm picking Rumble. I got 1 noble. I got the war boss left. I got the great unclean one on 7 wounds. I'm going to spend my only command point. Goes in. Command point into Coleman's mustard can. I'm going to play Unbridled Carnage on one noble and Rumble. We're going to start with the noble. He's got a big chopper. He gets 3 attacks plus 1 for the wah. He's going to hit you on 2s because there's a war boss in the squad with 3 explosions. Unbridled Carnage. Then, the big chopper is strength 7. It is strength 8 on the wah, but that doesn't touch the toughness 12 of that great unclean one. We need 5s.
Ooh.
2. There are 2 wounds on your great unclean one. He will save those on 5s.
3 and a 4.
It goes down to 3 wounds.
Where's his?
Can Rumble finish the great unclean one?
I doubt it.
That's what you think, because Rumble is actually the star of this channel. Rumble is
He's not.
he is.
He's not.
He is, and he hits on 2s. Pardon me. Gob hits on 3s. Gob doesn't want it. Gob's like, I'm not eating that yucky thing. Rumble talked a bunch of junk and rolled 3 1s. But now I am strength 10, 11 on the charge, but it still doesn't touch your toughness 12. 5s. There we go. I got 2 wounds. Those are at AP 2 for 2 damage each. You need 5 up saves here. I need you to fail both and die. Yes.
Shut up. Down to 1.
Down to 1. Okay. Now it is your turn to pick a combat, and I have no idea why you wouldn't pick Chet. Still
I'm going to take out Rumble.
Ooh, Chet decides that Rumble is the problem.
He has, look.
Chet has a Doomsday Bell, which is on the tablet.
Ming, 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 ming.
Doomsday Bell, 6 attacks that hit on 2s at strength 7, AP 1 for 2 damage with lethal hits.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Chet into the war boss.
For Chet.
So there's 2 6s already wound. And there's 2s hit. Now you are strength 7. I am toughness 5, but Rumble is still leading a unit, so he's -1 to wound.
Fuck.
So you will wound on 4s and you do not.
Except for those 2.
There are 2 wounds through on the unit. That Doomsday Bell was AP 1. I'm still on the wah. Am I in contagion range? My Noble and Rumble still get their 5 up and vulnerable save. So the Noble dies. And Rumble takes 2 wounds. However, Rumble has a super cyborg body. So Rumble's taking 2 wounds, but his super cyborg body gives him a 4 up, feel no pain. He still takes 2. Rumble, the war boss, goes down to 4 wounds. And then now it's my turn to pick a fight. I pick this car, the truck, into the bugs. Hits just once and it explodes. Wounds twice. Can I get 2 6 up, feel no pains from the bugs?
Nope. You get double 1s.
2 more mutoid vermin. No, the mutoid vermin fight back. 9 dice, or 9 bugs. It's going to be 18 dice that are going to hit on 4s with lethal hits. There's 1 wound already. And then those 3 5s will wound on 6s. 2 wounds already. Truck's only got 2 wounds left. 2 more auto wounds, up to 4. And then 1 more 5 saves to make. My truck has a 4 up, but I'm in the sickness range, so it's a 5 up. The truck goes. Does the truck blow up? The truck does not blow up.
Ha!
So the truck now becomes terrain.
Oh, it's got a little shrubbery there.
And now it's time for the commandos to fight. These are the close combat weapons on the guys with rifles. They're going to hit on 3s. And they explode 1 time. And they're going to wound you on 6s. Nothing. The Slug of Choppa boys. Have 3 explosions, 4 explosions. It's a good job, man. You can't ask for more than that. But what we need to do now is we need to wound you on 6s. There we go. Good job, man. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds on the Great Unclean one. 8 wounds from the Slug of Choppa boys. Chet dies. Does he explode? He does not.
But he does make this noise. Goodbye, Chet.
So,
He's too beautiful to die.
at the end of Nurgle turn 2, it's looking okay for the Orks all of a sudden.
No, it's not.
It is. It really is.
Dude, you're so fucking wrong.
Because you got this thing stuck in combat there.
Forking wrong.
Forking wrong. Yeah. But now it is Orc turn 3. We're going to flip the turn counter to 3. We're going to give the Refuser her command point. I'm going to take my own command point.
Sure.
Now, the Orcs control this objective. And that is not the good objective. The Death Copters control that objective. That is not the good objective. The Gretchen do not have the good objective. We still don't know what the good objective is. This objective belongs to the bugs. That all belongs to Nurgle. Something else I have to roll for is the Acid Rain, because we're in a new turn. Does the rain start again? It does on a 4-up.
Ew.
Everyone is -1 to hit in their shooting, which means Orcs will hit on 6s. Now, and then also of note, this guy's stuck because I can back up, but then I hit that building there and I can't actually get out without manipulating, because in our house, wrecked vehicles are terrain. So he's effectively stuck in the building the rest of the game, and that's harsh. And it also really kind of limits what these boys can do. But now I gotta move. Are you really pleased with that? I can see it all over your face. All right, we have moved. Top of turn 3, Orc turn 3. We have moved. The commandos, of course, stayed stuck in. Rumble has walked up to go finish the drone. The Death Copters moved up. I hate that they're stuck on the objective, but they are. So they stayed within 3 of the objective, but they moved up enough to when they eventually can leave, they have a step. As we discussed, this truck is stuck in the fortification. So I moved him out of the way, but kept him in shooting range of the bugs. The Warpug is killing something underneath the piano bench. You keep killing it, Warpug. I'm not going to stop you. The Shooter Boys made a regular move, and then only put 4 of them can see bugs to shoot. The rest of them cannot, but they'll get a charge off. The Watt is over, so there's no more invulnerable save. And that's my whole army. So I got to try to Hertz and Nurgle, who will get to roll for their objectives in their turn. My shooting phase needs to happen. So over here, the commandos are stuck in. There are 6 pistols in the squad. There's acid rain going on, so we hit on 6s. So we hit just once, and we wound on a 6, no wound. Rumble's got nothing to shoot at. Big guns never tire. The Death Copters into the bloat drone. They will throw 7 dice. But because of the acid rain, they will hit on 6s. They will hit twice. They will wound at strength 9 versus toughness 9 on 4s. And they are twin linked. So there is 1 wound on the bloat drone from the copter rockets. And that is at -2 for 3 damage. No, the bloat drone goes down to 5 wounds. And that's a step in the right direction. So the pistol shot, Death Copter shot, Rumble can't shoot. Down here I have 4 shooters into the bugs. Actually, we'll do this guy's big shooter first, but he needs to hit on 6s because of acid rain, and he misses entirely. And then the 4 shooters hitting on 6s. We've hit 3 times, wounding on 2s, just 1 wound. We've put 1 wound on the mutoid vermin who need a 6-up feel no pain. And they don't, so we lose 1 more mutoid vermin. Do you care which one?
Would you mind plucking one from me?
Let's
Get
get
rid
this.
of the wormy ones first.
There we go, wormy ones. So that's all my shooting because the battle wagon advanced. Charges. Am I really going to charge those boys right out in front of that death guard? I hate that idea.
Don't be ridiculous. That would be insanity.
Taking that objective off of you ain't a bad idea, though.
I don't advise it.
Yeah, actually, I'm not going to, because if Insa ends up being the objective, that's okay with me, because I got a bunch of stuff that's close to that. So we're just going to let it go. We're going to charge the war boss into the bloat drone. And on 3 inches, with a 3-inch charge, Rumble makes it in. When Rumble's rolling with a pile of knobs, he's a baller. When all the knobs die, he's not such a baller. We're going to start with Gob, who hits on 4s now. Gob misses entirely. Rumble, because his unit's dead, is hitting on 3s now. But Rumble has hit every time with 2 explosions because he's the man. He's going to wound you on 3s. And there are 5 wounds on your fetid bloat drone. And those are coming in from a power claw and AP2 for 2 damage each. 5 5s. You can do it. Oh no! That's insane. The big finger comes out. The bloat drone goes down to 3 wounds.
Not very much at all.
And now it is the bloat drone's turn.
One wonders why you bother.
It's the bloat drone's turn to fight. The bloat drone can fight Rumble or the commandos.
I am playing Sanguis Cuckoo Clocks.
What does that do again?
Until the end of the phase, weapons equipped by models in your unit have the sustained hits 1 ability. While your unit is within range of an infected objective marker you control, those weapons have the sustained hits 2 ability instead.
So Rumble has swung. The bloat drone has 3 wounds. Now the bloat drone has played Sanguine Flux. Are you hitting the commandos or are you hitting Rumble? Bloat drone into commandos with the Sanguinous Flux. Look at that. Those 6s get extra hits, so grab 2 more dice. So there are 3 wounds on the boys, which is not bad, the commandos. But because of Spread the Sickness, my save is -1. I am no longer on the wah. -1 I cannot save because my save is turned into a 6. By the sickness, -1 goes right through. These boys in the back have died.
Bye.
Now, I have just a small handful of commandos to peel 3 wounds off of this drone. All right, here we go, here we go. I'm going to play something with my 1 command point. I'm going to play Unbridled Carnage because I really want to kill that drone.
Oh, poo.
Command point in the bucket. Unbridled Carnage, commandos, unplagued drone. 5s and 6s explode. This is the close combat weapon. Explodes twice. But wounds on 6s. No wounds. Here are the boys with this slug of choppas. Oh, that was awful, man. That was just awful. With just one explosion. Wounding on 6s. 2 wounds at AP1 on your drone. She takes 1 more, down to 2.
What ifs?
I need the noble to get just 1 wound through. The noble, here we go.
Jesus Christmas.
Here's some drama. The noble and his big chopper has hit you twice. He is strength 7, your toughest 9. He's going to wound you on 5s. There's 1 wound. It is AP1, but it's for 2 damage. So if you roll less than 4, you die. Oh, he lives. He lives.
Yeah.
Nurgle is
Suck
too
on
cool. And we're calling that the end of Orc turn 3. So now the rain is still falling. We go into Death Guard turn 3. Will the Death Guard have 1? That's still your objective, right? It must be, yes. 1,
Do I get another
2.
command point?
Of course, we each get a command point because it's a new command phase. That's for you. This is for me. The Death Guard have 3 objectives. Which objective do you want to roll for first? Do you want to spend your command point to put wounds back on your drone?
Yes.
That happens now too. How many wounds does he get back? So the drone is playing a stratagem to get some wounds back. He gets 3 wounds back. That's the last thing the war boss needed.
Woohoo!
You have this objective, and this objective. Because this objective is a sticky objective because you are Death Guard. And this objective is a sticky objective because you are Death Guard. So which objective do you want to roll for first?
This one.
All right, the one way in the back. Is that the true good objective that we are looking for? Was that the command point for your... Okay. All right, no, the one in the back is not. Which one's next? The next one by the rock is not the good one. What about the one the bugs are holding? That is it.
Woo!
We found it. The mutoid vermin
Yeah!
knew the whole time.
Oh, hooray. Hooray for me.
The Gellerpox infected.
Hooray, hooray for me.
Trog, the beast of Nurgle,
I can
and
know
this
that
block
I'm real fantastic.
of Plague Marines are already there.
Who swings my plastic like Thor's hammer on earth?
Yeah, it's rough around here for the Orcs all of a sudden.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
The battle wagon is unscathed and it's coming and it's going to be fine. I'm going to tank shock you as we go into the bottom of turn 3, Death Guard turn 3. Dr. Basil Clive Organ Meat leading the way to victory for the Death Guard.
Yeah.
I was just informed that I'm living in the Refuser's house. Whose game is it?
It's the Refuser's game.
So
That girl crazy.
what happens it is now the bottom of turn 3. We know that this is the good objective. The mutoid vermin backed up on the other side of the truck so they can't be shot at by the boys. And then instead of coming up and crowding the objective, the Death Guard know they have a couple of turns, so they just kind of fanned out. And it looks like the Plague Marines will get some shots into the house. I got the truck for days. A couple guys got a boy or 2. The Gellerpox have fanned out this way, and then the plague drone, the bloat drone, it fell back, which was a weird move that I can't explain. But if Rumble and the Commandos want to come around this way, there are 2 roadblocks in the way. And if they want to come around this way, they got to go over a barrier through this squad of boys. This big old fort that I think is a pretty cool piece of terrain is certainly in the way. Now, we are into your shooting phase. The plague drone fell back. Mutoid vermin have no guns. Well, there's a flamer, but it's not in range of anything. But the Plague Marines, we need to know who can see what. All right, the Plague Marines are going into the house. This guy over here, 2 guys can't see anything.
Hang on one sweet hot minute.
2 guys can't see anything. This guy here can only see the truck. Everybody else can see the boys and the truck.
You can. Okay.
But these guys who can only see the boys in the truck, they're all going into the boys. So you want to start with the guy that's just going into the truck.
Yep.
He is going to hit on 4s because of the acid rain. He's hit once, but he's going to wound on a 6. He fails to wound because the truck is not incontagious. Actually, it's turn 3, it might be. Let's measure that. The truck is just within contagion range of these mutoid vermin, so that 5 wounds.
Woo!
All right, this truck needs a 4. It gets a 2. The truck dies unless I want to roll a command point. I don't. Does the truck explode?
Yes.
It does. All right, truck. Deadly Demise D3. It's just going to hit the boys. D3 for 2 wounds on the boys. Darn it. It's these two. The guys on the statue, the guys closest to it. That's just not even fun. That's no fun. That's not a fun way to play Warhammer. And then the truck goes away. And hold on. The truck explodes. It kills 2 boys. It leads a crater behind. That didn't go well for the Orks. And yet, we still have the rest of this squad to shoot. That is 4 plasma rifle shots. Into the boys. You cooking the plas? No. Okay, not cooking the plas. It's the difference between wounding on 2s and 3s. All right. You've hit just twice. No, it's plasma gun. You're going to wound on 3s because you didn't cook it. There's 1 wound, and I'm not on the wand anymore on that AP3 thin plasma gun. Is just going to go through this guy right here. Up. Now, the rest are the plague bolters. They're going to hit on 4s, and they're going to wound on 4s. Do they have lethal hits? I bet you that 6 is a wound already. All right, you've only hit once, but it's a lethal hit. There's no AP on it, though. But my save is 1 worse because I'm in contagion range, in sickness range. So I need a 6, but I get the 6. So that's a bit of good news. Now we're in the charge phase. Do you care to charge?
It's a drop in the ocean of sad for you.
Do you care to charge anywhere?
Yes.
Who's charging?
This guy!
He can't, he fell back.
Hovering Death. This model is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it fell back.
You should shoot with him. Can he still see those commandos over there?
He can charge. I'm going to charge
Yeah,
him
but
up
so
here.
he could have shot in his shooting phase, though. And you didn't shoot with him because we said he fell back, so we don't know about that rule. If he can see those commandos, he could totally shoot at them.
If you want me to, I will.
So first of all, this dice is his wounds, and it's a 5.
Thank
He's
you.
got 5 wounds left. Now, can he see them? He can totally see them. Yeah. I didn't know about his cool rule. He can totally fall back, shoot, and charge. So he's going to put shots into those boys. And that's 2 torrent hits. 2 torrent dice, I should say. Here we go. 4 hits? No, that's great. You're going to wound on 3s. What is that? Just 1?
Yes.
Is that AP1 though? So I am just within 9 inches of the bloat drone. And so my save is 1 worse, making it a 6. And then the weapon is -1. And so I just out and out lose this boy here.
Goodbye.
Sickness is a really good rule. Now it's the charge phase. Who's charging? So nobody's going to charge?
No.
There are no charges. The bloat drone has smartly decided to overwatch next turn rather than charging. Because you don't want to charge a war boss. That's just silly. So we go into Orc turn 4, top turn 4. We grab command points for each of us. 1 for the Refuser, 1 for me to recap. Solid block of Nurgle. We got a Beast of Nurgle, Plague Marines, Gellerpox, bloat drone, all right around.
I am the wall upon which you will break.
We have the mutoid vermin here, and here's the objective, and it's just surrounded by Nurgle. Opposing it, everybody in the Orc army is out of position. We have the boys who are just outmatched in the middle. The battle wagon's coming, but it's empty. The Grots are effectively out of the game. We won't see them again today. We have the Death Copters who can make it because they got a good move. But Rumble's still alive. That's all that matters. I'm halfway through my movement phase, and I realize I haven't rolled for the acid rain yet. It's been raining this last turn. Is it still raining? It is still raining. I did not roll a 4. It's still raining. The battle wagon will hit on 6s. Orcs have moved. It's still raining. The Death Copters, the Commandos, and the War Boss have all rounded the corner. We're coming. The Shooter Boys have come out of the house. We're coming. Battle Wagon has come out to engage the Gribblies. The Grots made a big advance. They're out of the game, but I love them too much to just leave them over in the corner, so we advanced them.
You know, it's just nice they were here.
You know, they serve their purpose. Also, this guy, hey, you got to help me with this. Our executive producer painted him for me. He's needed a name forever. He's my runt-a-herd. He needs a name. What's his name?
What does he do?
He keeps the Grots in line, and if they get out of line, he kicks them in the butt. And if they get really out of line, he feeds them to the squig. He did a really good job.
Stink face, hazard ass.
Stink face, hazard ass it is, because that's better than anything I've come up with. Stink face, hazard ass. So my movement phase is done, and now my fierce competitor is the time. If you chose to, you would say, I want to Overwatch.
I'm gonna Overwatch you, shit.
Who do you want to Overwatch? So you're not going to Overwatch with the Plague Range? You're going to Overwatch with the Plague Splitters? And you're going to go into my Commandos?
Yeah.
All right, 2 dice. Into the Commandos. This is brutal.
5 and 1.
6 hits. Strength 6. Toughness 5, but I'm toughness 4 because of Contagion range. You are going to wound me on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. My save is a 6 because I'm in sickness range. Your weapon is AP 1. That kills. That was 4 wounds. That's 1, 2, 3. And the noble has 1 wound left. So Overwatch has happened. I've lost almost all of my commandos.
Give up now, Rumble.
Now we got to shoot. We're going to start with the Death Copters into the bloat drone. The Death Copters. We'll throw 3 for 5 dice is all. And because of the acid rain falling from the sky, the Death Copters need to hit on 6s. They've hit just once. They're going to wound you on a 4, but we're twin linked. There's a wound on your drone. That's AP 2, and it's for 3 damage. So you take 3 damage down to 2.
It's not gonna matter, bitch, because I'm just gonna fix it.
No,
I don't know where my doodle
it's
is.
right here.
Here we go.
You're down to 2. Now I have that. The Lonely Commando Noble, he can only shoot the bloat drone. He's gonna hit on a 6. And then he's gonna wound. He doesn't hit. And then the War Boss, whose gun is not cool anymore. He's got a combi weapon, which I hate. I really do hate it.
This guy's name is Percy Pink Pants.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to fire our 2 sluggers at you. That's what we're going to do.
You don't have to.
I'm going to fire 2 sluggers at you. I'm going to hit you on 6s because of acid rain. 6s. Rumble does not hit. That is all the shooting over here. Down here, shooter boys into Plague Marines. I got to count dice. All right, as the acid rain pours all around my orcs, forcing them to hit on 6s.
Dulling their green skin.
The big shooter hits just once. At strength 5, it's going to wound you on a 4. There's a wound. You need a 3 up on a Plague Marine. Yay! We've put 1 wound on a Plague Marine. It's a start. Do you care whom?
No.
It's on you, brother.
So I'll just have Dr. Organ Meat bring him right back.
I forgot about that part. Maybe Ed Banger can kill the Organ Meat. The shooter boys into the Plague Marines, they need 6s. There's 1. Still just 1. I have 2 hits from the shooter boys into the Plague Marines that wound on 5s. No wounds. Finally, Picatrip's Warp Belcher, the weird boy, is going to hit Dr. Basil Clive Organ Meat with his Headbanger, which is a precision weapon. He is going to hit you on a 4. Or it's a 5 because of the bad weather.
The
and
aforementioned acid rain.
And I don't hit you on that 4. The 4 would have hit. That's a bummer. Do I want to re-roll that? I don't. I'm going to keep my 1 command point.
Why bother?
Yeah, because now it's time to charge. That's what's got to happen. First, Rumble is going to charge that drone. And he's clearly in on an 8. What's up, y'all?
I'm so scared.
that Commando Noble's charging the drone. The Death Counters probably need a 7 or an 8.
Percy Pink Pants.
They get a 5. I'm going to let that ride. They don't have to go. The Shooter Boys are going to go into the Plague Marines. I feel like that's silly, but we're doing it. And they get a 5-inch charge. That will happen. And then am I really sending the Battle Wagon into the Gribblies to get stuck on them? I hate that. I hate that. I hate your Gribblies. I've really grown to really respect the mutoid vermin, but I also really hate them. I really do.
Now you know how the Republicans feel.
Fine, Battle Wagon into Gribblies. And on an 11, but I only get to go boop because I can't go through them. No, I'd love to tank shot here, but I only have 1 command point, and command point's going to go on the Shooter Boys for Unbridled Carnage. We made it in, and now I have to count dice. So we're starting here. We're going to start with the Shooter Boys. They are hitting with their close combat weapons, probably the butts of their guns. They're going to hit you on 3s. Here we go. Good job, boys. With 1, 2, 3 explosions, 4 explosions, I hit 1 more time than I threw. However, your toughness 5, I am strength 4, because I'm not on the wall. So 5s. 3, 4, 5 wounds on your Plague Marines. They're regular save. Just 1? Mm-hmm. So we've killed this guy that has a wound. However, I still have a Power Claw and a Weird Boy. The Power Claw is going to hit you on 4s with 2 hits, but 1 explodes. The Power Claw is strength 9, so I'm going to wound you on 3s. 2 wounds at AP 2 for 2 damage. So these are 5s, and each one that gets through kills a Marine.
How many?
2 of them. We killed 2 more Marines. Do you care whom?
Nope. Just not Dr. Benson.
You gotta go. And you gotta go. Finally, the Weird Boy's staff. He gets 3 attacks. He hits on 3s. He said each time. And at strength 8, he wounds on 3s. Just 1 wound. Boo. That's AP 1 for D3. So you need to save that on a 4. And that is saved. Boo. 2 command points are going in the bucket because the Plague Drone, the Bloat Drone, wants to fight first. Who's he fighting? The Noble or Rumble?
Rumble.
On the Rumble. He's got 3 dice. He's going to hit on 3s probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just twice. Strength 6, toughness 5. You're going to wound on 3s.
I have 2 wounds, correct?
Yes.
I have a straight dice.
1 wound on Rumble. But Rumble is a war boss. He's got a 4-up invulnerable save. But my save is 1 worse because of the sickness.
Cursed.
But I make it anyway.
Whatever.
No. Rumble and Gob will swing first. Rumble and Gob. Rumble hits on 3s. Gob hits on 4s. Gob hits twice and explodes 1. Rumble only hits twice, though. So Gob will wound on 6s. Gob rolls 3 1s on the wound. He thinks you taste yucky.
He's like, please no.
Rumble at strength 10, toughness 9. I want 3s. Oh no, Rumble puts 1 wound on you. I'd re-roll that if I had a command point. Do I have a command point? I don't have a command point. Rumble puts 1 wound on you at AP 2. You need a 5 to save or he dies. He dies. Does he blow up? He does. Oh no.
Yeah.
So what kind of damage does he do?
Fork you.
Deadly Demise 1 straight up kills the Noble because he had just 1 wound and takes Rumble down to 3. The fetid bloat drone did a lot of work today, but he is no more. Rumble stands alone, and now the only combat left on the table belongs to the Plague Marines, and they get to swing back. We're going to do the Plague Knives first. There's 12 attacks, and they're going to hit on...
6 at a time.
We're doing 6 at a time. Mm-hmm. You're going to have 3s because of Death Guard. They do well. That's 6, I'm sure, auto wounds because you're Death Guard. So we're going to move that to the side. And then I am toughness 4 when I stand by you, and you're strength 4, correct? So you want 4s. So there's 2 wounds on the Orc boys. Is there an AP on a plague knife?
0.
So the Orc boys are in sickness range. They're -1 to their armor. They need 6s. Nothing. You've killed 2 dudes. Then you got 6 more dice to throw at plague knives. You've hit 4 times, and you'll wound on 4s again because I'm -1 to my toughness. Oh, come on, man. All right, 4 saves to make on 6s. None of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you still have the Plague Surgeon and the Champion to fight. The Champion has a heavy plague weapon. The Champion with the heavy plague weapon in the clown face. 3 dice. He's going to hit on 4s. He's going to wound on 2s. So that's 6 auto wounds. That 3 does not hit, but the 4 does. There's 2 wounds at AP better than anything I got. The heavy plague weapon at -2, 2 damage each. Straight up kills this guy. And puts 2 wounds on Mr. Warp Belcher, taking him down to 2. But wait, Dr. Organ Meat still has to swing.
Yeah.
So here comes Dr. Organ Meat. He's hit 3 times. He is strength 5. I am toughness 5, but toughness 4 because of the contagion. And 2 wounds go down on him. What's the AP of that weapon?
-1.
-1 goes right through. Oh, no. Oh, it does because I have a 5-up save, but it's a 6-up because I'm in sickness mage. -1 takes my save away. 2 go through. There was 2 wounds. That is the end of the weird boy. That assault didn't go well for me. So we are at the... Oh, wait, no. We forgot something. The Battle Wagon never fought the Gribblies. The Battle Wagon,
sure.
with its Wrecking Ball and Tracks and Wheels. The Tracks and Wheels are going to hit Gribblies on 4s with 2 explosions. That's nice. And then we're going to wound Gribblies on 2s. So there's 4 wounds on the Gribblies to start, plus the Wrecking Ball gets 1 extra attack. That misses. 4, 6-up, feel no pains on your Gribblies. Makes 1, loses 3 more Gribblies. Do you care who? No. Now the Gribblies get to fight back. And there are 4 of them left, so you get 8 dice. The Mutoid Vermin, who are way better than I have any right to be, fighting back on the Battle Wagon. Hit on 4s, 6s are lethal.
You know, I'm just going to put this out. Do you know that the Department of Transportation thinks that a great number of the accidents that are single person that don't have any explanation can be explained by the presence of an insect in the car?
No shit.
Pretty neat, huh? Yeah!
The 6 auto wounds, and then the 2 4s and the 5 wound on 6s. 2 wounds on the Battle Wagon. It's not right that the Gribblies are so good. Battle Wagon, 1 gets through. The Gribblies do a wound to the Battle Wagon, taking it down to 15.
Hooray!
However, that now is the end of Orc turn 2. Where at the end of the turn, I have a very robust Battle Wagon, 3 Death Copters, and the War Boss, but that's it. Oh, and the Gretchen, but they're out of it. They're out of it. It's not looking good for the Orcs all of a sudden. And so in the command phase, we each get a command point. That's for the refuser. That's for me. There is nothing else to roll for, but I'm sure that Dr. Organ Meat's about to put a body back. He's dope. The man with the blight launcher returns to the squad, and now it's time for the Death Guard turn 4 movement phase, where I think they might have it locked on. Movement phase is over. The Gellerpox Infective think that they're going to deal with the War Boss.
What's his name? Tummy Grumbles?
The War Boss?
Yeah.
It's Rumble.
Oh.
Rumble.
I always forget. It's
The Mutoid Vermin have stayed in on the Battle Wagon. They're content.
not memorable, I guess, is what I'd say.
And then in a move I didn't expect, everybody over here backed up away from the objective. And that is a very safe move. But I don't know if the Death Guard's going to have the chance to make it to the objective in turn 5.
I already have it because it's stickies.
Oh, you're right. You do. I forget about that.
Yeah.
So I just got to get somebody on it, though. I need Rumble to live. So the Gellerpox have come forward, and we are in the shooting phase now. And this man, Vulgar Arthritis Curse has a flamer in his belly that I feel like he never gets to shoot anymore.
Yep, it's a D6.
It is a D6 flamer. It hits 3 times. Rumble is strength 5, but in contagion, toughness 5, but in contagion range. Toughness 4, so you'll wound me on force. 3 wounds. Rumble.
Guys.
Takes 3 wounds. What's he got left? Oh no, he does die. Rumble's dead.
Yay.
Oh, that makes me super sad. That's unclimactic and lame. I don't think these guys have anything to shoot at anymore. Do you have any charges to make?
No.
And that is the end of Death Guard turn 4. That hurts me. Mm-hmm. It's going quick now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We move into Orc turn 5, last turn of the game. Does the rain stop? The rain indeed stops. We each get a command point. There's a command point for you. I have 2 command points. And now we must move. All right, here's what's happened. My Death Copters need to advance. They have to come over here. They need to get right up to this wall. Put a Death Copter on the objective. It's my objective. But then...
Please do feel free to surrender if you'd care to.
But then the Death Guard just get to walk up to the objective, and they'll probably out-OC me. Unless I can get the more Death Copters up there. So we're going to spend my 1 command point. I broke a second ago when I figured out, here we go, is only for infantry, and I can't use it for the Death Copters. We need a good advance. We get 1 additional inch. It's not going to be enough. My Death Copters have made an advance move. That's all they get to do. Because their weapons are not assault weapons. A Death Copter is OC2. I have 2 OC on this objective. But that's it. Now, the battle wagon is going to shoot at the Gribblies. The frag for the cannon is blast, so I have to shoot the shell. So that's just 1 extra dice. But there we go. All this into the Gribblies, but because I'm in close combat, it hits on 6s. None. 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 Oh, wait, there's 1. Just 1 hit. Wounds on a 2.
People say miracles don't happen anymore.
I need a 6 up, feel no pain on your Gribblies. I can't believe how good this unit is. It's disgusting.
4.
4. Oh, we've lost 1 more bug, but that's fine. They've served their purpose. They're your unit of the game again. Anyway, that is the end of my turn. Oh, so it's my turn. You get the first combat. You got 3 Gribblies left. Throw 6 dice. Ugh. No auto wounding 6s. Oh wait, there's 1. 1 auto wound, and then that 5 would wound on a 6. So just 1 wound on the battle wagon. And they do it again. The Gribblies put another wound on the battle wagon. It's embarrassing.
Call the Orkin Man.
So, it is now Death Guard turn 5. We each get a command point for what it's worth. But all the Death Guard have to do to win this game is to get more than 2 OC on this objective. For the game, the Death Guard, the Plague Marines, need to advance onto the objective. They have a command point to spend.
So they have...
A 5-inch move plus whatever they get here.
If you don't mind, I'll move them into...
All right. There's the lead guy. All right, you've got it, because you already have a guy within 3. So now we're contested. And if you roll just a 1 on the next guy, he'll be able to get over. Here's the advance move. 4 inches, you get everybody. And with a 4-inch advance, the Plague Marines take the supply cache for Grandfather Nurgle and win the day for the Death Guard.
What else is there to do?
Nothing. Admire your fine victory. Pick your player of the game, which is clearly the Mutoid Vermin.
All right.
I have to point out that I lost control of my army for turn 2, and it kind of shaped the way things went, but the game ended up being super fun. I loved that it seemed like I was doing well inside the building, but then the building became a problem because I was stuck on the other side of it. And losing Rumble over here to you stupid drone, that hurt my feelings. No, he died to the Flamer. That hurts my feelings even more. Vulgar Arthritis Curse killed a war boss.
And actually, he's my player of the game.
Vulgar is because he killed the war boss?
Yeah, because he killed Tummy Grumbles or whatever his name is.
He's Rumble Snazdecker, the hero of 9th edition. He's the champion of 9th edition.
I am, I know that women are second-class citizens on this earth, but you do not have to speak to me with that kind of language.
Okay, I'm going to turn the phone off now. I'm super happy we got through it. It was good. And that's it. Now my copyright strikes are coming through. Thank you for watching, Wargamers. Have a good day. Goodbye.